round of applause, please. Now you start clapping and you keep clapping and everyone else in the world will keep clapping until all the Australians are out. Thank you. So, good morning. This is the Chugg Memorial Tournament and the President's Cup Round 1. First athlete I'm introducing is Jacinta Keating from Notorious. From Portside, Madeline Bennett. She's not here?
Yeah. They ordered us differently out the back.
Okay, it should... Okay, from Weightlifting Academy of Tasmania, Great Cowser. Okay, you can see I didn't organise the lineup, didn't I? It's always supposed to be by the scoreboard, which is none, is it? I don't know. Okay, from PCYC in Launceston, Georgia Love. From the Weightlifting Academy of Tasmania, Ava Pickrell. From CrossFit Ajima, Jennifer Carter. From Notorious, Kalula Sharman. And from Notorious, Nina Timzar. Now, if I've pronounced your name incorrectly, ladies, just tell me as I go past. Okay, did I miss anybody? No, thank you. We will have... Okay, okay, so... Anybody else in a different club? No. See you later. So can you fix that? Yeah. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the official start to the Chris Chugg Memorial and President's Cup Round 1. Bar loaders, could I have the bar loaded to 25 for Grace Cowser. Bar is loaded. Clock has started. Now, just warn you, Gracie, try and walk around the bar because there's a rule about touching the bar with your feet. It always makes me go, whoa. Okay, could I see that? That was a 3 white light. Can you check your buzzers again, please?
1, 2, 3.
Okay. Okay. Could I have the bars loaded to 26 for Grace? That'll be a 2-minute clock, please. And Grace is elected to go higher.
Bar loaded to 28.
Could we have the bar loaded to 28? This will be a call on a new lifter. So this will be loading for Ava Pickrell. Now I'm waiting for the bar loaded to just lift his foot out of the competition area. Thank you. Bar is loaded. Oh, correction. I thought he was just being so efficient. Sorry. And can you haul the cleaning kit out of the platform too? That's it. So we're loading for 28. Now, I might have been doing this job for 27 years, but I get as nervous as crazy. Okay, bar is loaded for Ava. We have a 1-minute clock. Stop the clock. Are we loading 28?
We're loading
28.
28.
So CrossFit collars plus
Yep,
the
28. You're right.
That's right, you're right.
Yeah,
this is what's called loading by committee.
Plastic cover for the.
Thanks, Oregon.
Now the bar that they use for women is 5 kilos different, so you can be an expert at loading the men's bar and have trouble with the women's, or vice versa if you're the girls loading for the guys.
Yo. No, I've got to be with
You need the hold on.
No. No, that'll make it too heavy. 28. Have we got 28?
I'll help with the loading.
Okay, bar is loaded. 28 for Ava. Come on down, Ava. Good lift. I was looking for the lights. Usually the lights are right here where I can see them and they're hiding over there. Okay, the bar remains at 28 for a second attempt for Grace Cowser. We're just going to run over here and do a clean because we've got rules for COVID. Bar is loaded for Grace, 28 kilos, second attempt. But just get used to it. Okay, bar loaders, could I please have 29 kilos for Grace, please? So, ladies and gentlemen, they brought in a new rule at the beginning of 2020 that touching the bar with your feet was deemed to be a lack of respect for the equipment. And so we had a couple of people caught who hadn't heard about that and reached out with their foot and bring the bar to where they want it and automatic red light. Grace is elected to go higher. Bar loaders, we're loading 30 kilos for Ava Pickrell. Bar is loaded for Ava. $30 kilos for Ava Pickrell, second attempt. Good lift. Bar remains at 30 for Grace Cowser's third and final attempt. Bar is loaded, 30 kilos. Grace's third and final attempt. Good lift, Gracie. Gracie finishes with 30 as her snatch. Bar loaders, could I have 32 kilos, please, for Ava Pickrell? Nina Timsar, please prepare. You may be the next lifter. Bar is loaded. We have 32 kilos on the bar for Ava. Now you might think I'm a bit silly repeating their names all the time, but so often the wrong person comes out. Good leg. Bar loaders. Could I have 35 kilos please for Nina? 35 kilos for Nina's first attempt. Bar is loaded. We have 35 kilos on the bar for a first attempt for Nina Timsar. Good lift. The bar will now be raised to 36. We'll have a 2-minute clock for Nina. 36 kilos. Bar is loaded. Now, as soon as I say bar is loaded, the clock starts counting. Stop the clock. Bar loaders, could I have 38 please? 38. So at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, there's an automatic 1 kilo increase just to keep the bar loaders busy. And out the back where you can't see, the marshal has forms to fill out so that they can say what their next lift is going to be. So we've loaded 38. Same lifter. Bar is loaded, clock continues. So as long as there's time on the clock before, I think 30 seconds is the new rule. It used to be you had to change before 1:30 and then you had to change before 45, but as long as it's got 30 seconds on the clock, you can say stop the clock. And the marshal controls that. I used to have to keep an eye on that. Thank the Lord I don't have to. So she has an option. Some coaches will use every option they can to get a few more seconds for their lifter. Now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 ladies who've nominated the same first attempt weight, and I'll be going by lot number, which is the order they are on the scoreboard. So Jacinta Keating, please prepare. You may be the next lifter. So here we have Nina, 38 kilos, second attempt. Unfortunately, we have a no lift by majority decision. So 38 kilos remains on the bar. We'll have a 2-minute clock. Now the lifter may nominate to come out for the same weight again. The lifter may nominate to go higher, or the lifter may nominate to go, nah, I'm not going to do any more lifts in this session. There are fors and against for those decisions. If you're going for a qualifying, you'll want to go up just to keep your schedule going. You right?
Yeah,
38 kilos, third and final attempt. Lovely. Bar loaders, could I please have 45 kilos, and this is where you're probably going to do your hardest work all day. 45 kilos for a first attempt for Jacinda Keating. So it is possible, ladies and gentlemen, that while the bar loaders are doing this, for the person who's going to be called to change maybe 8 times before we get to see the next person on the platform. But I'm seeing out of the corner of my eye that the lifter is there and waiting, so I'm thinking that the bar loader is going to be lucky today. So you'll notice that the weights are colour-coded. That means that the centre referee can look and go by colour. Are they loaded properly? I keep on repeating what the weight is, so different people around can go, oh yeah, that's right. And I say what the weight is for the lifter as well, but they're usually not listening by that stage. And then after they've lifted, and they say, oh, that's not what I wanted. That's not. So, okay. Could I have that rolled back into place, please? Bar is loaded for Jacinda Keating, 45 kilos, first attempt. Good work. Bar loaders, the bar remains at 45 for Madeline Bennett. Madeline's elected to go higher, bar loaders. We're loading 45 for Georgia Love. Bar is loaded. Georgia Love, 45 kilos, first attempt.
Come on, Jake.
Good lift. The bar remains at 45 for a first attempt by Kalula Sharman. Bar is loaded for Kalula. Good lift.
Drop it.
Bar loaders, we're loading 46 kilos for Kalula, so you'll get 2 minutes on the clock. All the other lifters have nominated to go higher. Bar is loaded, 46 kilos. Stop the clock. Bar loaders, could I please have 48 kilos for a first attempt for Madeline Bennett? 48 kilos, first attempt, Madeline Bennett. Bar is loaded, 48 kilos, first attempt for Madeline Bennett. Good left. The bar remains at 48 kilos for Georgia Love. 48 kilos for Georgia Love. Bar is loaded, 48 kilos, second attempt for Georgia Love. Good left. Bar loaders, could I have 49 kilos, please? 49 kilos for Jacinta Keating. Can you good lift, Georgia? So 49 kilos for Jacinta Keating, second attempt. So unfortunate these days that I've got this little computer that just works out who's going to lift, but I've still got my paper copy. In the last 27 years, they've changed how you decide who comes out next 3 times. So the current system is go by lot number, and you go by first, second, and third attempt. So 49 kilos, bar is loaded for Jacinta's second attempt. Bar loaders, could I have 50 kilos for Georgia Love, please? 50 kilos. That's what I was looking for. I missed that one. Bar is loaded, 50 kilos, third attempt, Georgia Love. Good left. Georgia finishes with 50 as her best snatch. Bar loaders, we're loading 51 for Kalula Sharman. I was just running my eye back up and forward because someone else has got 51, but they came out for a different starting weight, so there's a whole heap of little rules. Bar is loaded, you're going to press start. So here's Kalula. left. The bar remains at 51 for Madeline Bennett. 1 minute.
Lifter 2 to 52.
So Madeline's elected to go higher. Bar loaders, could I have 52, please? So the bar is loaded 52 kilos for Madeline Bennett. Clock has started. Good left. Bar loaders, could I have 52 kilos, please, for Kalula Sharman, 52.
Lifter 8, 56.
Kalula's elected to go higher. Bar loaders, could I have 53 kilos for Jacinta Keating? Could you kick that little green weight off? Bar is loaded, 53 kilos for Jacinta Keating. This is Jacinta's third and final attempt. Good left. Congratulations, that was 53. Bar loaders, could I have 54 for Jennifer Carter, please? This is Jennifer's first attempt, 54 kilos. Now, while the bar loaders are loading, I'll just let you know that Jacinta is our competition director, so while everyone else is getting ready to lift, she's running around making sure the competition's organised. She's done all the rosters, she's done all the communication with people, so she does an excellent job. We've loaded 54 kilos for a first attempt for Jennifer Carter. Bar is loaded.
Go, Jen.
Strong, Jen.
Good lift. Bar remains at 54 for a third attempt for Madeline Bennett, 54.
Lifter 2 to 55.
Madeline's elected to go higher. Bar loaders, we're loading 55, the same weight, 55 for Jennifer Carter. No, you hold. She's gone higher. Okay, so we are loading 55 for Madeline Bennett, 55. Bar is loaded, 55 kilos, third and final attempt for Mad. I have 56 kilos, please, for Kalula? 56. Bar is loaded. Good lift. Congratulations to Kalula. Bar loaders, we're loading 57. 57 for Jennifer Carter. There are 2 lifts remaining in this session, then we'll have a 10-minute warm up before the next discipline. Bar is loaded, 57 kilos for Jennifer. Good lift. We'll have a 2-minute clock, please. We're loading the bar for Jennifer. We'll start with 58. Stop the clock. Bar loaders, could I have 59, please, for Jennifer? 59. Bar is loaded, 59 kilos, 3rd and final attempt for Jennifer Carter. Now this is the Chris Chugg Memorial Tournament. Chris was a coach and one of the leading people that kept weightlifting going through the 80s and the 90s. He died 2010, very suddenly, very unexpectedly, and we set up this competition as a memorial for him. We run 2 memorials during the year, and I'll tell you a little bit more about Chris. Every time we get one of these 2-minute nothings. It's also a time when I can talk about our sponsors, so if you want to be one of our sponsors, talk to Jacinta or one of the other directors. We have crowds, we have people that see this online. It's a good chance to get your business promoted. We have just over 50 seconds remaining on the clock for Jennifer. So we're just starting the 10-minute clock, ladies and gentlemen. So ladies and gentlemen, that marks the end of the warm-up and the beginning of the clean and jerk discipline. So bar loaders, could I please have 30 kilos for a first attempt for Ava Pickerel? And if it's already loaded, you do this, because I can't see your mouth. Okay, bar is loaded for Ava Pickerel. We'll have a minute clock ticking down for Ava's first attempt. Reminder, ladies and gentlemen, put your phones on silent. Ava's elected to go higher. Bar loaders, there's been a change of call. Could I have 32, please? 32. That's a call for Grace Cowser. Bar is loaded for Grace. This is Grace's first attempt. Good lift. Bar loaders, we're loading again for Grace. We'll have a 2-minute clock, 33 on the bar, please. Bar is loaded. 30. Stop the clock. Bar loaders. Grace is elected to go higher. Change of call. We have 34 kilos, please, for a first attempt for Ava Pickrell. Bar is loaded. 34 kilos, first attempt, Ava Pickrell. Ava's elected to go higher. Bar loaders, could I have 35, please? The call is still the same lifter, so the clock will continue when we've loaded 35. Bar is loaded, 35 kilos, first attempt, Ava Pickrell. Good lift. Bar remains at 35 for Grace Cowser. Bar is loaded, 35 kilos, second attempt, Grace Cowser. Good lift. Bar loaders, we're loading 36 for Ava, 36. Bar is loaded, 36 kilos, Ava Pickrell. Stop the clock. Ava's elected to go higher. Could I have 36 kilos? Now don't reset the clock, Phoenix, just in case. Bar loaders, 36 remains for Grace. 36 remains, and we're going for a new lifter. 36. For a different lifter. Stop the clock. So 37, please, bar loaders, and we will keep Ava's clock, 37. Bar is loaded. Okay, Ava's elected to go higher, bar loaders. We'll have a new clock, we'll keep 37. Grace, 37 kilos, third and final attempt. Bar is loaded. Okay, here she comes. Good lift. Congratulations to Grace. She has 6 out of 6 lifts today. Bar loaders, we're loading 39 for Ava Pickrell. Grace finishes with a total of 67, which gives her a Sinclair of 80.015. Now, the Sinclair's important. At the end of the year, the President's Cup, your best 4 Sinclairs get added together. The person with the highest number in both female and male gets a trophy. The women's formula is not the same formula as the men's formula, so don't compare the numbers. Okay, we have loaded 39 for Ava. Good lift. Bar loaders, we are loading 40 for Ava. Stop the clock, bar loaders. Could I have 42 for Ava, please? 42. Bar is loaded, 42 kilos for Ava Pickrell's 3rd and final attempt. So we've got a 2-minute clock counting for Ava. So there'll be a 30-second buzzer just before we get into that critical no change period. That gives the lifter a little bit of time to do some preparation, talk to their coach. If it's an international competition, the distance from there to where they're released into the competition is measured. So that extra minute gives you just enough time to go out, pass through technical control, talk to your coach, come back through and prove that you're who you are, and back out onto the platform. If you're a little bit slow, you'll be red lighted. So if you want to follow any of these lifters, there's an app you can get from the Australian Weightlifting Federation. Here's Ava. Good lift by majority decision. Bar loaders, could I have 46, please, for a first lift by Nina Timzar? So Ava finishes with a total of 74, which gives her a Sinclair of 117.219. Sinclair is body weight times your total times this really interesting number that gives a curve of everybody's lifts over a season. Look, that's easy. The bar is loaded, 46 kilos. First attempt for Nina. precision. We're loading again for Nina, we'll have 47. There's an automatic 1 kilo increase. Nina's elected to go higher. Bar loaders, could we have 48 please? 48. Bar is loaded. So we have 48 kilos on the bar for Nina. As I mentioned before, this is the Chris Chugg Memorial Competition. It's also President's Cup Round 1. If you follow the Weightlifting Tas page, it's got the full calendar of events and you'll know where to go for the next one. We try and share it around so that you don't have to travel all the time. So Chris Chugg was President of Weightlifting Tas. There were 3 coaches that shared it. For decades, here's Nina. Good lift. Bar loaders, we're loading for Nina again, 49 kilos. So Chris Chugg had an ambition to coach somebody to Commonwealth standard. He was, oh, rats, my memory is failed. Okay, here we go. 50. Katie Facina's first coach. So we're loading 50 please, bar loaders. 50 for Nina. So Chris Chugg was Katie Facina's first coach. So if he'd lived, he would have fulfilled that goal that he had to coach somebody to Commonwealth standard. Katie brought home a silver medal for Australia. So you have potential in this sport, if you stick at it, to get to both Commonwealth and Olympic representation for your country. If you're a junior, you have opportunities to go for a whole heap of international competitions. So it can be a sport that carries you on. Now we have some masters that are doing quite well. Bar is loaded. We have 50 kilos on the bar for Nina Timsa. Clock starts. Good lift. That was 50 kilos. Bar loaders, we are loading 54 kilos for a first attempt for Georgia Love. So Nina finishes with a total of 88, which gives her a Sinclair of 122.395. Bar is loaded for Georgia, 54 kilos. Good lift. Bar loaders, we're loading for Georgia again. We'll have 55. Bar loaders, could I have 57, please? 57. So we're loading 57 for Georgia. Bar is loaded. So I usually get picked to talk for Chris Chugg because I wouldn't be sitting in this chair if it hadn't have been for him. I went to my first competition as a spectator. My husband had just started coaching. The second competition I went to, I announced, and then I did the referee course, and after that it was quite common to see me doing the time clock, the paperwork, refereeing and announcing simultaneously. I am so glad that there's so many of you to do all these jobs so that I only have to do one thing. If you'd like to learn how to be an announcer, I can train you. I can train you to do this job. I can train you to do that job. So Chris Chugg went to his first Nationals when he was 16, and he got thrown in the announcer's chair at the Nationals. And in those days, they didn't have polite rules, so the coaches came and stood behind you and yelled at you if they didn't like what you said. So I am so glad we do it the civilised way now. No coaches are allowed to talk to me. They can go and complain to the centre referee. He happens to be my husband. Good lift. Bar loaders, we are loading again for Georgia. We'll start with the automatic 1 kilo, 58 please. Bar is loaded, 58 kilos, third and final attempt for Georgia Love. Stop the clock. Bar loaders, could I have 59 for Georgia, please? So we have the bar loaded, the clock continues for Georgia. Now Chris Chugg wasn't just a coach for people who wanted to be elite lifters. He was a coach for the ordinary person. So he wanted his lifters to come out and be the best that they could be. So they were competing against themselves and against their previous records. So for this competition, the person who'll go away with the trophy isn't the person that's lifted the highest. It's actually going to be, everybody's going to be even, and it's who gets the closest percentage to the world record in their senior weight. So the people who are younger, the people who are older, you're all going to be seniors for when they work this out. So it's a percentage of the world record will decide, and so you'll be surprised. Okay, bar loaders, we've changed again. Can you move the mouse so I can see what the number is? 60, please. Bar loaders, can we have 60 for Georgia Love? So back in the good old days when people were allowed to come running over to me, they'd say, get on your computer and find out what the world record is, and if I lift another 3 kilos, what does that do to my percentage? But we don't do that anymore. They've all got their own phones. And there's apps you can get that tells you what the world record is and what your percentage is to that world record. So the internet is amazing. So we're loading 60 for Georgia. And Jacinta Keating, please prepare, you may be next. Okay, we have loaded. The clock continues for Georgia. Good work. So, bar loaders, could I have 61 for Jacinta? Georgia finishes with a total of 110, which gives her a Sinclair of 138.502. So we're loading for Jacinta. Jacinta is one of our master lifters. So when I announce her Sinclair, her formula is a different formula. She's in a separate competition. But for the Chris Chugg, she goes back to being a senior.
Go, Jacinta.
Good left. Bar loaders, we're loading 62 for Jacinta. Madeline Bennett, please prepare. You may be next. Stop the clock. Jacinta has elected to go higher. Bar loaders, we're loading 65 for a new lifter. 65 for Madeline Bennett. Kalula Sharman, please prepare. You may be next. There has been a change of call. We are now loading the bar for Kalula Sharman. 65. Bar is loaded for Kalula. This will be her first attempt. Good left. Bar loaders, the bar remains at 65 for Jacinta Keating. 65 for Jacinta Keating. Bar is loaded. Here's Jacinta. 65 kilos on the bar. Good left. Bar load is 66 for Jacinta, please. 66. There's been a change. Bar loaders, could I have 68 for a new lifter? 68 for Madeline Bennett. We are loading 68 for Madeline Bennett. Bar is loaded. First attempt for Madeline Bennett, 68 kilos.
Go, Matt.
Sort out that, Dave. Much better. Well done.
Unfortunately, we have a no lift for Madeline. The bar remains at 68. We'll have a 2-minute clock. So the referees saw a technical fault. So they watch the elbows. Bar is loaded. Introductions for the next session will be at 11:10. Looks like we're on schedule for time today.
Solid jerk. Come on. Better. Much better.
Good lift. Bar loaders will load. Correction, we're keeping 68. 68 for Jacinta Keating. Bar is loaded, 68 for Jacinta. Good ref by majority decision. Bar loaders, could I please have 70 kilos for Kalula, please? Okay, Jacinta finishes with a total of 121, which gives her a Sinclair of 135.869. And remember that she's a masters lifter. So we're loading 70 kilos for Kalula. Bar is loaded.
Just set.
Good lift by majority decision. Bar loaders, we are loading 71 kilos for Madeline Bennett, 71 for Madeline Bennett. Madeline's elected to go higher. Bar loaders, we're loading 71 for Kalula. Bar is loaded. Stop the clock. Bar loaders, we are loading 72 for Madeline. Bar is loaded. So 72 kilos on the bar for Madeline.
Go Matt, strong, come on. That's it.
No.
Control, Deb. Yep, nice. Yeah.
Good lift. That was 72 kilos. Bar loaders, could I have 73 kilos please for Jennifer Carter? 73. This is Jennifer's first attempt. Jennifer's elected to go higher. A correction, no, Jen's, yeah. I still want 73, just for a different lifter. So 73, we are loading for Kalula. Bar is loaded. 73 kilos, third and final attempt for Kalula.
Let's go second. Yeah, good drive. Come on. Patient. Hold.
Good lift by majority decision. That was 73 kilos. Bar loaders, could I have 74 kilos for Jennifer Carter, please? 74. Chalula finishes with a total of 129. It gave her a Sinclair of 166.277. Bar is loaded. Good lift. Okay, Jennifer's the remaining competitor in this session, so we'll have 2-minute clocks from here on in. There's an automatic 1 kilo increase, so the bar loaders are already putting the little one, increasing it by a kilo, so 0.5 on either side. Bar loaders, we're loading 76 for Jennifer, please, 76. So back in the good old days when I started, the increments were in 2.5 kilos. So you had to know how to add up in 2.5s. And then if you were going for a record, they had a little lunchbox that let you go up in all sorts of little numbers. And you could have a fourth lift if you were going to do that. So bar is loaded for Jennifer, 76. but they decided that it would make it easier for the bar loaders if it was just 1 kilo. Actually, they decided to be easier for the lifters to compete against each other if they could wrestle that extra kilo more than the person before them. But I don't know that it's achieved what they hoped to achieve. Stop the clock. Bar loaders, could I have 77, please? 77. Bar is loaded, 77 kilos. Clock continues for Jennifer.
Come on, Jen.
77 kilos on the bar for Jen's second attempt. Good lift. Bar loaders, we're loading for Jen. This is the last lift that you're loading in this session, 78 kilos. I'd be planning the maths in your head for a couple of little increases. Bar loaders, could I have 79, please? Clock continues. Bar loaders, could I have 80 kilos, please? She's still got one change left. Clock continues. We have 80 kilos on the bar. Finishes with 139. Introductions for the next session are at 10 past 11. I'll see you then. Can you